What's up, guys? Hey, just gonna give you an update on the Audi. 4 months almost we made it with the car until a catastrophic failure that's going to cost more than what we paid for the car to fix it. I'm still gonna fix it because we only paid, what, that $375, $325, whatever it was for the car. One of the front airbags on the air suspension exploded and the front of the car hit the ground. Yeah, these cars are entirely supported by an air ride system that is the #1 problem for the Allroads. Causes the wheel to suck all the way up into the wheel well there. It even rubs on the arch so you can't turn. It's pretty much undrivable because the engine cradle is only about a ½ an inch off the ground, so if you even hit some gravel, the car bottoms out. So it was dead in the water on the side of the highway for half of a day. And I kind of expected it, to be honest with you. A lot of the suspension components in this car had been replaced, and it was working well when I bought it, so I was pretty excited about that, and I was hoping we could at least do a couple years without any major repairs on this thing, but being an older German car, I kind of had a feeling something like that might happen. Unfortunately, it's a really expensive system. One of the airbag shocks in this thing to replace the whole unit is like, I think, almost $600. Really expensive if you want to replace all 4. Then you've got all the airlines, you've got other things like the valve body and the air compressor and the accumulator tank and the computer brain for it. I mean, the whole system to replace it's like $5,000, and the car is only worth like $3 grand, so that doesn't make sense. So what I decided to do, we're going to remove the entire air ride system on this car. Get rid of it completely. All the shocks and struts are all getting pulled out, airbags are gone, compressor's gone, tank's gone, computer brain's going to be modified and tricked to make it think that it's working. That way it doesn't put any error codes on the dash. And then with that, we're going to replace it all with a coil-over spring setup, kind of a more standard suspension. It is a completely adjustable coil spring suspension setup, so we will be able to adjust ride height, a little bit of the firmness, because it does have active adjustments inside the struts for it too. The kit was $900, so a little bit expensive, but that does delete the problematic air suspension entirely from this car. Plus, we're going to install it ourselves, so I'll give you an update video when we go to install it. It is ordered and on its way now, so when I get it, I will get it on. And then we will get this thing back on the road where it needs to be. And still going to be a cheap car, and we're still going to have less money into it than what it's worth. So that's why I decided to go ahead and keep running it. Now, the other problem is it did hit the ground pretty hard because it was driving about 70 miles an hour or so when the airbags exploded. So it did hit the ground pretty hard, and now I do have a slight coolant leak. I don't know if it's a hose or the radiator. I can't quite see up in there to take a look yet. But I am going to get this thing up on jacks today so I can get underneath it and see what's going on. But we will get all this fixed very soon. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to get the car jacked up and get some work done here today. I'll shoot a video as soon as we get going on this project, guys, and give you an update on it. We're going to do some other things too, some maintenance type stuff on it. Get that coolant leak fixed and get the suspension installed. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. God bless you and have a good one. Thanks.